Hello, everybody. Welcome to another stream. Uh, I am making a new character, that's for sure. And I am naming my female protagonist Kyrie. And as you can tell, this stream is all about us maxing out our power. So I will be maxing out my power for my Digimon. Because I know how to. At first I didn't know how, but now I know how.
Preparations complete.
And I will be playing more, I'll be streaming more Wizard 101 very soon. Probably when I take my PS5 to my room.
Take your seat and wait for the show to start. A story about the natural laws of the world is about to begin.
Hmm.
Take your seat.
I guess we usually can't skip this part of the scene. But yeah, guys, I will be farming a lot of Digimon data. And then I'll be using one Digimon to level up the other Digimon that I get data of. And then save all those Digimon. Because if you level those Digimon to max level, and whatever, and max stats as well, because there is a way to do it. You just farm Digimon data up to 200% of the data, and then let's say if I got a rookie Digimon while I'm farming early on in the game, so I also have a training ranked Digimon. And so what I do is I give the power of the rookie Digimon to my training level 2 Digimon, right? So, but the first thing you have to do would be to power up the rookie Digimon a little bit. So that way some of the stats could go up. And then put it all towards one Digimon, because once you load up data from another Digimon to a different one, the level will actually have an increased spike. But you won't be at that level, but you can level up to that certain level. So once we get to that battle area in the I call it, because in the beginning you're basically in your own timeline. For some reason your character ended up in a different timeline, and so she's in that different timeline, or he is in that different timeline. So you can learn about the phenomenon, supernatural activity from Digimons. Um, and so when we get to a point where this whole city is destroyed, like this is where it starts, right? Um, all I'm trying to do is get to the point where I can farm while I'm let's playing, you know. Woohoo! See, this is not going to be a speed through. This is just me doing grinding, maxing out my Digimon stats. And some people are thinking, wait a minute, there's no way to level up your stats all the way to maximum. I just got one thing to say to you. You're wrong. Um, oh yeah, I've been dying to say something like this. And it's a political issue. Let's just say, if I had not said this in the stream political wise, and I'm
Are you
saying it
alright?
now, uh,
That tremor just
so
now was likely one of our anomalous phenomena.
our president, right? He planned to shut down the government from the start. If people who are still not aware and still believe this guy is being honest and saying the truth, I'm just letting you guys know right now, he is getting his own ICE group, security group, whatever you want to call them. He is getting them into a target. And now, so here's another thing. He puts 21, which now they're probably 22, but he's putting young adults, young children, because, they act like children. So these military people who are not adults, they're in their 20s, and they're put to fight a war just in case. But they're not experienced, okay? But here's the other thing. Government shutdown, okay? People who are somewhat blaming it on the Democrats, stop. Even I'm not a Democrat, but even I'm smart enough to know that the Democrats are not behind it. See, I'm just an independent voter. If I were to sign up to vote, I would just be considered independent, Vote for who I think is best. And Trump is saying stuff like he knows. But if he knows, how come he ain't answering the truth? How come when someone in every part of this state asks
An
him a
update. I'm
question
sending you an additional
and he
mission.
just says, I
The
don't
zone
have
is
to answer
requesting
the
aid near the
question?
target coordinates.
Okay, you are the president. You are supposed to let your citizens know what's about to happen. What is your plans to fix everything you've broken? Like, so a lot of these businesses are going down, and that's only because the Democrats are fighting for our
It
behalf.
seems you've discovered some
And
phased
some
electron life
people may
forms.
be saying, oh, but if you're saying Democrats are good, doesn't that mean you're a Democrat? No. A person could be an independent voter or independent supporter and not be a Democrat. It's only because he thinks and he knows that the Democratic side is just right and the Republican side is wrong. One of the Democratic Spanish guys talked to the House Speaker, okay, John, or whatever you want to call his name. That guy, the reason why bills aren't going through the right way, he don't accept those bills. And the Democrats are giving them papers to sign to improve. And let me just tell everyone who still probably somewhat
Maybe.
supports Trump,
Adamus has been studying them for
I'm a
years,
Puerto
but the
Rican,
truth of their
okay?
nature still eludes
And
us.
a New Yorker, because I was born in New York, okay? In the United States. And so, and plus, Puerto Rican is part of the United States too. So don't start thinking, oh, if you're a Puerto Rican, you're considered a Mexican. Shut the hell up, okay? um, the reason why a lot of things are going on in the world, in the government, and the reason why it's shut down is because Trump. He doesn't want to agree to anything the Democrats try to set him to help him. Because even some of his Republican colleagues are going against him. Margie Taylor Greene or whatever. I'll just say Taylor Greene, okay? This young lady, or should I say old lady? I don't want to call her old. I'll just say this young lady used to do everything this guy told her because he promised her. He promised all of his colleagues. Now he's replacing members who were Republicans and putting other people as Republicans. But here's the thing. So he can do it, right? And Alexandra Cortez can't? Guess what? She did it. She put a Palestine guy as a Democrat to run for mayor. Guess what? He's winning. Why? Because he's telling truths. He's keeping promises. Eric Adams kissed to Trump's ass. He's backstabbed his own race, his own nationality, his own skin color people. Okay? Black Americans.
The analysis department at H.
Why? Because he listens to a guy like Trump.
The connection will only allow me to send
And he
one
didn't,
number.
nobody
Make your choice.
wanted to say. Trump didn't even want to tell people that he got Eric Adams on his good side. Oh, somebody delivered food. So, okay. Why did Marjorie Taylor Greene left Trump's side? Trump says he fired her, right? No. A lot of the Republican colleagues that he said he fired, he just didn't. He didn't fire them. They quit against him. So now, guess what? Now Trump is all by himself. And nobody's supporting him. Why? Maybe the reason why is because he don't know business. I'm not saying I know business, okay? But I know what affordable price is. And people don't know, people might not be aware of this. But like, why did Trump shut down the government? Yeah, so he could make it where he can get a deal from the other side to accept his deal for healthcare, and it won't improve the price. It would only higher the price. Why? Because the shutdown of the government. He's the one that caused it. He's the one that caused it. And then news reporters all over, even Fox News goes to his place, and the only thing they do is freaking fool around. They're like, so what happens is if a Fox News reporter reports, try to get a report on him, right? They interview him. Let's just say they'll just go with whatever he says, you know. They don't want to go with their own gut, with their own feelings on how things should be done. Because if you haven't noticed, Fox News has this thing with Trump, okay? Because a lot of them people in Fox News are just people that accepted Trump since the first time Trump ran in office. And so Marley Marley Taylor Greene, however you say her name, um, she did
Here we go.
everything Trump told her to do and try to defend his ass, right? And what did Trump did to her? Eh, he can't really do nothing because Margie Taylor Greene, uh, she just says, "Fuck you, Trump. I ain't working for you. You're an
The public often
asshole.
calls that
I've
vote
done
so monstrous,
everything here
but
for
we've
you
decided to define phasing the
just
Digivice
just so
enables
you can
it allows
accept
you to
me."
command your
But guess
allies to hit
what?
hostile Digimon with a
Now
preemptive
she's
strike.
against him.
Go on,
She's
give it a
talking
try.
smack about him, and she is a Republican. Okay? A lot of Republicans are backlashing against their own leader. Because why? He replaces a lot of them with random people and put them as Republicans. So it's
Well
no
done.
different. What Alexander Cortez is doing is no different than what Trump did. So if Trump wants to play dirty, okay, the Democrats too could play dirty. But if the Republicans could do a good job, which they
Well
didn't have
done.
to do all this, they could have made an agreement. They could have accepted the Democrats and worked together. But no. Mm-mm. So what happens? You have a city in here, you have a place in the United States, and the US is really, really unbalanced, okay? With a lot of the respect, they're not
Great.
balanced because Trump wants the a lot of business to suffer. He wants healthcare to
Wow.
suffer. That was his whole plan. Project 2025. His Project 2025 was
Wow.
just to do what he's doing now. Shut down the
Say again?
government. Why? Hmm. If anyone who supported Trump, who is still supporting Trump, you ask me why.
Good, good.
And if there's any Jews that are against Palestinians, why? Because of their own governor, their leader of Israel. Okay, Israel has the worst leader.
Great.
Oh yeah. If you haven't noticed, I've checked things up and I've seen clips of the old leader of Israel who got killed, and turns out there's a lot of people in the information of this thing that
Target
happened.
coordinates are just
A
ahead,
lot of
but there appears
people,
to be an obstacle in your path.
because I checked up the
Your
guy who
Digimon
killed
should
him,
be able to remove it
who was
easily.
sent to
Give it a
kill
try.
him. He was a Republican. Okay? And you guys may say, "Oh, if
You
he's
got
a
it.
Republican, do you got evidence?" I can look it up on my phone. They have a lot of legitimate service information there. But people only like to look up one information, one website. Okay, tell me anything you know if you looked up one website and not other sources because you only know what you know from that one website. So, okay, you only know what's in that one website, right? But do you know other things that go on in this world? No, because all you learn about is, oh, the Democrats are the criminals. Oh, the Democrats have a criminal record. Oh, Kamala was a criminal record. No. Okay, I found out. Kamala does not have a criminal
That's
record.
amazing.
You can look it up. Look up the facts and learn. Because there is no criminal record for Kamala. The only reason why she looks like it's looking like she has criminal records is because the other side don't like her. White supremacists had never got along with black Americans. In the history of history, man. Read it. And so, what happened to Martin Luther King? What happened to Malcolm? Why did they bring black supremacists? Okay? So, that is the mistake
There.
that Trump is putting. He is bringing white supremacists. Okay? He thinks of himself above
Wow.
black people, above other countries. He thinks he's the one that controls
Great.
other nationalities or races. And he is racist himself. So you got a guy who has been racist since the first time in office. And then you say to yourself, oh, he's cool. Okay, let's all be racist, right? When you be racist, you're only asking for the inevitable. For people to go against you because you probably have neighbors who are black supremacists, black New York, black Americans, okay? If you are a white man, and let me just tell you, my skin color is white, but I'm not a white. I am considered a half Puerto Rican, half New Yorker, okay? I am a mixed breed between Puerto Rican and American. Why? Because I was born in America. Two, I was born from a Puerto Rican parents, Puerto Rican family. So
Wow.
I am an American and I am Puerto Rican. I am an American Puerto Rican. Okay? I don't think of myself more above others. Okay? I don't think of myself as the one who's the alpha between all these different nationality people. Okay? You have to think. If you respect other people,
Wow.
they will respect you. Trump has been putting criticisms, racisms through black Americans, Puerto Ricans, Venezuelans, and let me tell you guys, he had tried to he tried to deport a Puerto Rican father. Guess what? Congress and senators say no. He's a Puerto Rican. Do you have any evidence that he's a Mexican? Or that he's a criminal? Trump tried to bring random evidence that isn't real. My mom and dad has a friend, okay? She supports Trump. And so whenever she comes here, and let me just tell you right now, guys, she is never gonna come back here. You know why? She says, oh, all I do is try to show respect. If you respect us and yourself, you would show other people respect too. Because there's a lot of people who became citizens in the US fair. They signed papers, everything. Okay? And those people have to go back to their own country where they had to suffer. Okay? And some of those people are going to the wrong country. And so, I don't know if you guys knew this, but there is a chance the pandemic could come back. Yeah. But Trump has been impeached 5 times. He said it himself, right? So it's not hard to believe that he is not doing what he said he was going to do. So he's putting a 100% tariff towards China. Okay? And so, but it didn't fully go through. It's pending. Okay? It's pending. But here's the problem. We know that those tariffs, if countries accept that, they know they're going to be forced to pay more money to bring products here. Okay? They know he's asking for more money and charging them to bring products here. So those tariffs, if they go through, which Congress and Senate don't usually let them go through from the country's side, and just letting you guys know, farmers are suffering. Why?
It was recently
Soybean
discovered that Digimon
farmers.
had characteristics of both organic matter
Who are
and
the
electric signals.
people
Your Digivice uses
that
the
buy the
electronic aspects of
soybeans
Digimon to
that
summon them
we
into action.
Americans
The
grow
Digivice can also convert the
in
Digimon
our
equivalent of
farms?
DNA, and we call this system of creating new
I
Digimon
would just
convergence.
say to you, it is China. If you're thinking it's a different thing, it is not. If you're saying it was us, businesses in the US, or business like this guy that Trump decided to tell him, oh, here you go, take all this money. He gave a leader of another Spanish place, another Spanish country, he paid him instead of paying the things we need here. Instead of using that
Even more
money
of the same type of
to
Digimon will
to the
inform
health care
analysis
that we
and
already
boost the
have
scan rate required for
from
convergence.
Biden and
Once the
Obama,
scan rate reaches
instead he
100%,
wants to
you'll
put
be able to
tariffs
convert
and
that
affect the
Digimon and add
prices
them
of
to your
health
ranks.
care.
The closer the scan rate is to 200, it's all.
So we're not really getting any money in this state. Trump is stealing money from the city, okay? He is stealing money from the city.
What happened here?
And any person
Could this be what the
who
wall was
don't
built to
believe
hide, or could
otherwise,
something? We can't ignore this. Cast aside
I don't know
common
what to
sense.
say.
Target coordinates set to Tokyo.
You voted for the guy, you have a lot of money, and you're not aware that you're losing that money because you have so much money. You don't bother to track how much you have. Other
Do it!
people, yeah, they take action and try to make sure they have the money they have to make sure that Trump, our president of the United States, is not taking their money. A lot of people are always trying to focus on that.
It looks like a Digimon
Others,
has been
they
just
don't
like how
care.
identical
They're
twins don't
business
have the same
people, they do
personality.
business, they
It
sell
seems Digimon
products.
each have individual
Some of
personalities too.
them
That's from having
understand,
both
some of
organic
these
and data
business
like
owners know,
understand.
some don't.
Much
They
appreciated,
think, oh,
everyone.
we're making a lot of money. He promised us a lot of money. The next day after, or not the next day because it takes about a month for a
Great.
business owner to realize he's being ripped off. Okay.
Great.
So, and if you haven't noticed, Trump has promised a lot of business owners, oh, I'll pay you. If you give me money, I'll pay you back the money. Has he paid those business owners back the money? No. And he's also trying to prevent charity. See, people can still give charity digitally. Okay, you can use PayPal. They still get the money. Okay? See, these people around the country who usually have a lot of health issues and can't get care that they need
Do it!
is because Trump is trying to prevent the people that are sending those health medication, first aid, and all that sort of stuff, and the equipment they need to keep themselves in good shape. If you haven't noticed, and this may not be something you realize, because this is old news, okay? This is from early this year, or how I should say it, sometime early this year. they Trump is preventing, and don't take this as a dirty thing, okay, guys? Because in one part of India, there are a lot of men who is forced to have fun, right? They're teenagers, not old men though. And they have fun, right? They abuse it. And so they're not getting resources like condoms. See, I'm just gonna tell you right now,
I'm sorry.
thinking a woman's body is not a bad thing, okay? It's when you abuse a woman and her body, okay? And so there's a lot of big sickos in this world that Trump let them exist, right? Right? So because they're sickos and some of them just want to enjoy, right? Because they have a girlfriend, right? But they don't have condoms. So how are people supposed to stay safe and yet we cannot provide the resources? Hold on. I got a message. Oh, snap. Hold on, guys.
Please leave your message for 7064.
Oh, snap. I don't know what happened to my friend Kratos, but I think his internet might be struggling. Oh, boy. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna mute myself from the stream.
Yikes!
Oh, yeah!
I'm sorry. Everyone!
Hey guys, I'll make a stream later. Uh, some things come up, and I just want to take a little bit of time to myself. So I'll see